1MDB is currently heavily in debt, with an estimated burden of more than 30 billion ringgit. It is also currently pursuing two mega property projects in Tun Razak Exchange and Bandar Malaysia, for both these projects, 1MDB is, I wouldn't say desperately, I won't use that word, perhaps aggressively seeking to raise additional debt. We would like to find out why 1MDB saw it as suddenly crucial to invest in a piece of land in Pulau Indah for 317 million ringgit. Okay. Number two, is 1MDB aware of the fact that the same piece of land purchased at 23 ringgit 50 cents per square feet, so basically at 317 million, if you divide by 310 acres, that gives you 23 ringgit 50 cents per square feet, okay, was last valued at 9 ringgit 93 cents in August 2011. The question must be asked as to how the value of the vacant land increased by a massive 136.7% in less than 2.5 years. This is a fantastic increase in value. For years, the value did not increase since the land was acquired by Wijaya Baru in 1999. Then suddenly, the value increased from 9 ringgit 93 cents to 23 ringgit 50 cents. The above questions are additionally pertinent because the Age Financial Daily yesterday reported with a headline, "Land Sale Timely for TEDmax." In the story, Dato' Faisal admitted the sale will ease the debt burden of the company, which has only 124,000 in cash reserves, okay? But with borrowings of 220.5 million ringgit as at September 2013. So they had cash of 124,000, they had debts of 220 million, okay, as at September 2013. TEDmax is bleeding financially with a net loss of 8.5 million on a revenue of only 3.5 million over the same period. Okay? There are serious governance concerns over 1MDB's real estate adventures, where it is given federal government land at massive discounts. I'll deal with this another time. But basically, they get very cheap land from the government, but it will fund richly valued private land acquisitions with debt. So although I can get cheap land from government, I will pay good money for private land, and I will borrow money to pay for this. Given the history of TEDmax and its legal entanglements with the government authorities and the state of its financial affairs, as well as the sudden increase in valuation of the transacted land, 1MDB must immediately assure Malaysian taxpayers that this is not a bailout for TEDmax and its shareholders. The Public Accounts Committee can raise questions. I will deal with the Public Accounts Committee at a later date. But yes, Public Accounts Committee can raise questions. But whether we get answers is a different issue. I can ask that PAC needs to investigate 1MDB. But due to the backlog of cases, the meeting with 1MDB may never be scheduled. TEDmax did no wrong in selling this piece of land. The question is on 1MDB, why did they buy this piece of land? Now, if I own a piece of land worth 10 ringgit and 1MDB comes to me and asks to buy it for 1 million, I say, thank you very much, please take the land. So the question isn't on the seller, because the seller will sell if the price is good. The question is on the buyer, and buyer in this case is 1MDB.